scientific community at large?
Absolutely. So astrobiology is kind of the study of how, life is distributed around the universe.
RP1 load is complete.
And so one of the things that was really exciting about Europa is that it's a place in our own solar system that could be habitable. And so this, going to Europa to see it means a lot for the astrobiology community and, of course, for humanity at large.
Well, Jenny, here we go with the final moments of the launch countdown. Let's head over to Daryl and Mick.
All right, thank you very much, ladies. And here at Hangar AE, we are continuing to monitor the launch countdown. And so far, we're at minutes and counting. We're listening to the launch teams. They are monitoring some temperature data coming from the second stage LOX line that goes to the engine there. They're gathering data, keep an ear and an eye on that. So far, everything else looks track okay.
Yeah, everything's proceeding forward with propellant load, and we did hear that stage 1 RP1 is complete on the 3
PY1.
So things are continuing to move forward there, and propellant loading will be finishing up here shortly as the team gets the vehicle ready.
The team at JPL and California also on console for their space, just shifted their spacecraft to internal power.
Yeah, they started transitioning to internal power. We'll get full confirmation of that in about 2 minutes, but things are good to go, and things are looking good. Preparations for the spacecraft to move forward.
Engine chill has started.
There we hear the call for booster engine chill started on the 27 Merlin engines, getting ready for a liftoff at 12:06 p.m. today.
T-minus 6 and 45 seconds and counting for liftoff of SpaceX's Falcon Heavy rocket with NASA's Europa Clipper spacecraft. At the very top, it is a beautiful day here in Florida for launching a rocket.
NYRP1 load is complete.
As we wrap up loading the RP1 in the first stage boosters, we've just seen all 3 go completely filled. Now we await for all 3 of the LOX tanks inside the first stage booster to get to their full point. You can tell they're most of the way there. As you look on your screen there, you see the icy cold rocket condensing that Florida air.
Yeah, the team's continuing to load second stage also with LOX, and we're getting very close. We can see on the telemetry here that the LOX load of the 3 boosters is getting near completion. The team is continuing to follow the procedures and look at the vehicle, make sure that we are good to go for a launch at 12:06. But things are progressing per the procedure, Daryl, and all is looking good for a great launch with this beautiful weather that we have at Launch Complex 39.
Coming up next, we are going to start configuring the tower, the strong back from the rocket. That happens in a little less than a minute.
We just heard from the SMD and NOM that the spacecraft is verified on internal power, and things are looking good for the Europa Clipper spacecraft.
We're also listening to the launch teams as they discuss the data coming in that they're looking at for the rocket.
The teams continue to follow the procedure, as I said, and work the loading of propellant, finishing up the topping of the 3 boosters and the second stage. As we mentioned earlier, the 3 boosters are expendable fully. They will not be coming back for landing today. SpaceX is getting the team ready to launch this vehicle today.
And you just heard the call out that the strong back is retracting. That strong back appears to have retracted. So we're getting some discussion on the nets regarding the second stage.
NY LOX load is complete.
As we just got completion of LOX load for the Y booster. We're looking for now the center core. and the plus Y.
NLM, it's the LD on the
PY
countdown net
lost
with
load
a
has-
final status check.
ESLD, this is NLM on countdown 1, NASA spacecraft, and the NASA team is go for launch pending resolution of the anomaly.
Copy. Go pending outbrief of the issue being discussed on the anomaly net.
Affirmative.
Okay, Tim, so they've mentioned that they're working an anomaly. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so as we mentioned, they're monitoring some temperatures on the second stage, and things are the teams continue to look at that as they continue filling second stage with liquid oxygen. They're continuing to look at that and monitor
Center
that
core, lock load is
as far
complete.
as they can into the count. So things are continuing to progress forward with LOX load. Center core is just finished up, so all three boosters are filled with LOX and RP1. The second stage has RP1 on, and we're getting near completion of stage 2 LOX load as the team continues to look at that temperature in the second stage. But we did hear NASA launch manager Tim Dunn tell Charlie Meyer,
Stage 2
SpaceX
lock
launch
load is
director,
complete.
that they are go for launch pending the resolution of this temperature issue. So the team has continued to work that, and the team will continue to progress forward in their procedure.
And so these discussions are happening very quickly as we are counting down now inside the final 2 minutes until liftoff.
Absolutely, and we just heard that stage 2 LOX load was complete, and the team is working that. And as you said, this is what they do in the last few moments before launch. They're working their procedures, following their processes, and having these discussions. But we are still progressing forward towards a T0 of 12:06, and things are progressing forward for the launch this morning. Or this afternoon.
We are now 90 seconds until liftoff. Weather is 95% go. These boosters on the outside, they have flown before the Psyche mission a little more than a year ago. They are back on the pad along with a brand new center core booster and a spacecraft bound for the Jupiter moon Europa.
Yeah, Daryl, I can confirm, listening to the
Heavy is in
teams, that
startup.
everybody is go for launch. They have resolved the temperature issue they were looking at on second stage. Everybody's given the go for that, and Falcon is in startup, so the flight computer has taken over, and we're getting ready for the
SpaceX launch
final
director is go for launch.
And there we hear Charlie Meyer say that SpaceX is ready for launch, and Europa Clipper getting ready to lift off.
And there's a great update as now it vents out the LOX inside the line of the transporter erector. We are inside of 30 seconds.
30 seconds and counting. You might have 15 seconds and counting.
And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And liftoff. Liftoff of Falcon Heavy with Europa Clipper, unveiling the mysteries of an enormous ocean lurking beneath the icy crust of Jupiter's moon, Europa.
Engine chamber pressures are nominal.
You see that the chamber pressures are nominal as we hear. All 27 Merlin engines look great.
Rocket beginning to roll. Putting down 5.1 billion pounds of thrust. Coming up, they're going to back off those engines just a bit.
So we're getting ready to head into max
Power and
Q.
telemetry nominal.
We hear that power and telemetry on the vehicle are good there. Everything's looking really
Falcon
well.
Heavy is supersonic.
They have reduced power in the center core to get through max Q, maximum dynamic pressure on the launch vehicle as we approach that. The two side boosters at full throttle.
A beautiful shot there as our camera team
Max Q.
locking into the rocket on a clear blue sky. The view from the booster camp back down on Earth.
And there we heard the call for max Q. The vehicle is passing through maximum dynamic pressure. Next thing up in about 2 minutes will be booster engine cutoff, where we see the 2 side booster engines, all 18, shut down and get ready for booster separation. But the vehicle is performing very well. Looking at all the telemetry that we have, power and trajectory are nominal.
We've been flying for just under 2 minutes so far. Everything looking good. These side boosters, once they do their job, they will be expended. If you're familiar with the Falcon Heavy, you know that they bring the boosters back on certain launches, but not on this one, because all of the performance is needed to push Europa Clipper into its proper orbit.
Things continue to look good as the vehicle heads down its ascent phase here. All telemetry is looking very nominal for this flight this morning. Falcon Heavy is performing very well.
Now we're just about 30 seconds away from separating those side boosters. Their engines will cut off first, then they will separate.
MVAC is chilling.
Starting to chill down that MVAC D engine in the second stage.
And that's where we need to get the engine chilled to the proper temperatures before flowing liquid oxygen and RP1 into it. So they're conditioning the engine to make sure things are ready for when it's ready to start up.
Stand by for booster separation.
Booster engine cutoff. Side booster separation confirmed.
There they go.
Those 2 boosters previously flown on Psyche. This will be their 6th flight. We thank you for their service this morning. They did a great job of getting Falcon Heavy and Europa Clipper on its way as the center core takes over and continues mission down its ascent. Things are looking really good in the telemetry. Power and trajectory look nominal, and chamber pressures on the 9 center core engines look really good.